Hello everybody, it's Fufu here and welcome to another Showdown Live. Today I'm going to be using my favourite Pokemon from this generation so far, and that is Drampa. I really love this guy. I did do a why you should use on this guy and I loved him, and the set that I'm featuring today is from that video, which is like a defensive setup set, which I think is really cool and hopefully it'll be able to do some work. Just quickly showing you the team, we've got some support with Baton Pass this guy to get some momentum and memento there to help with setup Pokemon. Then we've got the check to all threats, which is a little Marowak that's really helpful against Pheromosa and the electric types. We have another setup Pokemon, which is an autotomized Celesteela, which gets some cool... that's not the coverage that I meant to give it. I meant to give it Flamethrower. Yeah, it's good coverage. I might switch it out for Flash Cannon and it'll get beast boosts in special attack if it gets a kill, and you can boost its speed that way. So this is a set, and then we've got a banded Buzzwole because I wanted some pure power to break through some walls, and finally a Scarf Xurkitree. I haven't used Xurkitree yet. I wasn't really sure what coverage I wanted to go with, but I knew that I wanted to hit Marowaks because I can maybe struggle with them with the other stuff that I have. I might put Earthquake on this somewhere, actually. It might be useful, but we're going to run with this for now. Poison Jab is there to hit fairy types, otherwise I can't really hit them very hard. Specifically Tapu Fini, I can't really do much against. So that will be a problem to my team. But we're going to see how this team goes. I have just thrown it together, but maybe it's going to do a lot of stuff, maybe it's not. I haven't played in a little while, actually. I've had a lot of live stuff going on. This Christmas is going to be weird for me because my brother lives out in Asia and he's not been very well. My parents have gone to see him for Christmas, so I'm not going to have my parents around and it's going to be strange. So I've had to see them before they went away and stuff. I've been really busy. Looking at this team, I haven't seen Sylveon yet, which is cool to see. The lead, I mean, Crook doesn't get rock, so it's probably Nihilego. I don't have removal. That is something that I should have thought about. I was thinking of having Tentacruel, but then I wanted to put this thing on, and now I don't have removal, so that's not ideal. We can probably go with Buzzwole. He might want to just take it out, which wouldn't be ideal for me. But that is a thing I could do. Or I could go Xurkitree. No, I'm going to go Buzzwole. I'm going to go Buzzwole as... Oh, I forgot that I'm not Scarf. I changed it to Band. That's not ideal. Will Leech Life take this thing out? I'm going to see how much health it has. Because if it's got a lot of health... 47, 109. That's a lot of health. I mean, 2 Ice Punches will, and Ice Punch is pretty good against his team otherwise, so I'm just going to go for an Ice Punch here. And yeah, that is over half, but not as much as I thought. I'm concerned that this guy might just die to the attack, or he might go for a T-Spike, which is really not cool against my team. I'm just going to go for another Ice Punch though. But he Toxics, that's definitely more of a bulky Nihilego. I thought it would take more damage because this guy is actually Choice Banded. It hits really, really hard. I don't really know what he can switch in on it. He can go Greninja to try to force me out, and that is probably going to work. The special defense on this team is this guy who's not very specially defensive, and then this without any special defense investment. So that's going to be interesting. I think I'm going to have to go into Pyukumuku and go from there. Like I've got these two are both kind of checked by Celesteela, but kind of not as well. It tanks it though, that takes it so well, and I'm just gonna Baton Pass out of here into my Cable guy and go for a Dazzling Gleam because he's either gonna, well, he might go into Sylveon actually, but both this and his Crook are going to be hit by the Dazzling Gleam, so that's really good for me. I mean, Dark Pulse is going to hurt, but it's not going to take me out. But if he flinches me... No, he doesn't, because Squidge is amazing. Squidge will go down, though. Maybe I should have just Memento'd there, because it's not going to get a chance to heal up at all. But yeah, Dazzling Gleam is definitely my play here, because he can't outspeed me with the Life Orb. And he goes straight into Sylveon. That was the good play. That was the good play. So right now, I might just go into Celesteela, actually, and set up a substitute. Let's see. Okay, that's not ideal. I'm just going to set up a substitute here as he's switching out into his own Celesteela. And I'm going to flamethrower, I will hopefully be faster and can stall out some of the light screen here. So he's got Fire Blast. I'm going to see if I can make him miss a Fire Blast, because that will also help me stall out the light screen a little bit, but he's not going to miss a Fire Blast. Should I switch here? I could easily go into Marowak. I'm going to save some health so that I can take on the Sylveon still. So I'm going to go into Marowak here, and hopefully maybe catch a Willow on something. But he's going into Crook, which is really not ideal. Time to sack Squidge, because it's not going to be doing anything else. But then I could maybe try to step up with Drampa, actually. No, I can't, because Sylveon's a real problem. Sylveon is a real problem. Look at all that in its out damage. Okay, so he gets a boost there. Kind of concerning that he's still got the light screen up. This guy can easily take any one hit. And it looks like Superpower is the best thing to go for, because this thing is not going to take the hit too well. And this, it does take it. What I'm going to do is just go for another Superpower, because I'm only -1, so I should be able to take it out. But even if not, he has to then. This is going to die. Yeah, why would you switch that in? That was kind of interesting. And because I have the Beast Boost, I get +1. So he's going to go into Greninja now. I don't have switch-ins anymore. Bit of a shame. Looking at the team, though, I think that I do a lot with Cable Guy. A lot. I need to keep this guy around to help out with Crook. Do I need this? How much? This will have to. Well, no, Dramps can kind of deal with it too. So I'm going to go into this and sack. But he'll get his boost, and he misses. That doesn't really matter at all. Will this even outspeed? What's his speed? Greninja Ash. 132, yes. So this outspeeds. So this can just threaten him out. But 71, 72. I think he would take it out with the Dazzle. Well, we can hope that he misses. No, he's just going to go for a Dark Pulse this time. Yes, so the best thing to do, I guess, is Flare Blitz to get as much damage as possible. And can he take out my Xurkitree with Battle Bond, Life Orb, Water Shuriken? Maybe. Maybe that's a thing that can happen, which is really bad for me. Really bad. I feel like going... No, Thunderbolt isn't the play. I have to go Dazzle just because of the threat of this. This is 2-hit KO'd by the Dazzle. But what he might do, he might switch out to Celesteela. But that's actually okay. Because I think Drampa can come in. So I can take out the Sylveon, which is good. I didn't want it setting up any screens or anything like that. I get the +1. Celesteela's going to come in. Crook comes in. Faster Scarfer right. So I could go, like, it's... I need to keep this guy around, obviously. I can probably go into Dramps here. Dramps is probably a good play here, actually. Oh, don't 2-hit KO me. That was an interesting play. So, is setting up a Calm Mind here really silly? Yeah, because he 2-hit KOs from there, so I'm just going to Roost up. I really hope the Greninja doesn't come in, but I don't think it will. I'm really defensive. Can I beat Celesteela? I think I would beat Celesteela. It's just I can't let it sub too much, so I probably just have to go straight for the Flamethrower. I don't think he wants to risk his Greninja. He probably doesn't want the damage because this does a lot of damage to a lot of things. Come on, Dramps. Show everyone why I brought you. I don't think that that's banded, but if that's banded, doing such little damage would definitely show that. So if this goes down, then I can play a lot more... wildly with that. I'm just going to Flamethrower here. Flash Cannon does a good amount. My Flamethrower does a good amount. If he hits me again, I take him out, basically. So I can Roost here, as long as he doesn't get the Spadef drop. Good, good. Do I want? I don't want to play around with Spadef drop, so I'm just going to take him out there. Yeah. And then I think after that... depending on what he comes in to revenge me with. Because, yeah, okay. I can... Oh, does this just win, though? This might just win with the Water Shuriken, depending on how many hits he gets against Xurkitree. But now that this is in, I can go for a Dazzle here. Oh, he just lets me take out his Greninja. That's good. I don't think that this, because it has to look itself into either Earthquake or Knockoff. I think this can take... Obviously, he can't go for the Earthquake. So this can take one hit, I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh my god, Xurkitree can take that hit. Crocodile, you're too weak. You're too weak. Well, that was cool. Maybe I should have set up a Calm Mind on the incoming Celesteela, but if he had just stayed in with his Crook, then I would have been 2-hit KO'd, so that would have been very clever. Because I wanted to Drampa to do more, basically. But that was a decent first battle. That was a very decent first battle, and we can try for another one. So yeah, with the Xurkitree, I'm thinking maybe Energy Ball is good for Mamoswines, but I'm not seeing any at the moment, which is good. And I am seeing Garchomp, which is why I've got Dazzling Gleam. Haven't seen Marowak, though, which is really weird because I think that it's amazing. So that's a bit strange. The lead on this team, Nihilego again. So I think Cable Guy is fine. As it's Fat Black, and I'm just going to Thunderbolt here. Yeah. And that does over half, which is really nice. And I'm not going to Thunderbolt again because he's going to go into this. So I might just go into my... Celesteela looks good here, whatever he does. Yeah, so he goes into Garchomp. I'm going to sub up. Hopefully he'll let me get this sub. And he has the Fire Fang, which does a lot of damage. Is that like... Is that banded? I'm not going to auto-optimize, there's no point. Well, there is kind of a point because I could have potentially got flinches. I am just going to calc this real quick because I think that that's too much damage. Well, maybe it's not. Garchomp is kind of strong. We'll just do this with Fire Fang against an completely uninvested Celesteela. I think that's why. It's because I'm normally used to seeing it with, so it doesn't necessarily have any investment. So Squidge is really, really the best play here. As he just Fire Fangs, and I'm going to throw off a Toxic. Am I going to throw off a Toxic? Or do I think like one of these two is coming in? Maybe even this guy. I'm going to Baton Pass. Yeah, he does go into Tapu Fini, so I can't Toxic. So I get to go into Cable Guy again, but then I have to play around stuff. I do have Poison Jab, and this is banded, right? But I don't think it will take it out, and he will take me out. I'm gonna calc it again. So this is, what's he called? Buzzwole, Blank Stare, 252. I'm not adamant. I think that maybe it was adamant. I don't know, but I am banded. That's the thing. I am banded against Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini. I'm not going to be doing enough. I just know I'm not. No, that's completely uninvested, and obviously he's not going to be completely uninvested. So his Dramp's 2-hit KO'd, very possibly. I think going into Cable Guy and Volt Switching is a good play. If he wants to go into this, then I can deal with that. But I think I'm just going to Volt Switch here. Because I can go back into Squidge to Baton Pass again. But if he goes into Garchomp, I've got Squidge to go into, and it just takes no damage, which is good. I don't have rocks or removal on this team. That is like so bad. So bad. I always have removal on my team. I don't know what he was thinking. Probably just wasn't. What I would maybe do is replace, I don't know. Like Tentacruel over Pyukumuku is probably cool, but I want to use Pyukumuku, so I guess that's a sacrifice I'm making. Yeah, Volt Switch here is the play, but Garchomp could well come in. I don't know. It looks like it could well be Scarf. Looking at his team, could well be Scarf. I have to be really careful of the Pinsir, which already is a big problem because both my resistances have been weakened. So I probably am going to lose this one just looking at it. I didn't think of the long game. I didn't like look at the team and be like, I need to be really scared of that thing because I haven't been playing very much recently and I'm just going to lose now. Although Drampa can take the hit. So if push comes to shove, Drampa can take the hit. Tapu Fini is a big problem for my team in that Drampa can't take it on. So I don't know. I'm just going to set the timer here. And hopefully this guy makes a move soon. Yeah, so he goes into the Garchomp, which is kind of what I thought might happen. I can go into Squidge here as he goes for the EQ. I can tank that, although it does do quite a lot of damage. I want to Baton Pass here, but Recover's probably the play. If Tapu Fini comes back in, I can't do that much against it. But actually I can, because I can just Toxic next turn. So I'll Recover again. And then just Toxic this turn, as he's not... Well, I guess he could go into this, but I can Toxic here, which would really help against Tapu Fini. I think he might see that coming and go into Nihilego, which would be a good play. No, he doesn't. He just lets it get Toxic. That's fantastic. That's so good for me. You shouldn't have let me do that. And now he's going to Nihilego, which is a little bit late. I'm going to go into my Marowak. Is that a good play? It doesn't get the Power Gem, so I should probably be a little bit more scared of that. But actually, I'm going to do it because I am Spadef. I have the Earthquake, so it's probably not an awful play. He wants to get up his rocks for my Xurkitree. If he wants to do that by sacking his Nihilego, I am very happy to let him do that. So he's going to go back into Tapu Fini, just take a little bit of chip. I'm going to go back into my Squidge as he's not switching, which is good. I don't need to take much damage at all. How much does the Earthquake do, though? Because I think I'm in Earthquake 2 KO range. I want to Baton Pass here, but it's probably not clever. Yeah, I'm just going to Recover as Pinsir comes in. Now this might just win right here. I can... Oh, you know what? No, he doesn't. As long as I can live one hit, then I'm fine. I am actually fine. But I have to do this, which is not ideal. No, I live! Oh my god, that's so good! And I get the Z-Memento off right into my Xurkitree. Now this is good to get my Xurkitree back, but bad because now Tapu Fini is really, really annoying for me. So what do I want to do here? What do I want to do here? Do I Dazzle here? I'm gonna Dazzle here as he goes into Nihilego. That was a good play. This thing is really, really bulky. I'm gonna go into Marowak. Yeah, well, I can't really do anything else. Can my Celesteela sweep? Not anytime soon. Power Gem, it just gets a crit and takes me out, which is fantastic. It was a good prediction, though. That was a good prediction. I guess this can't take it out. Oh, yeah, it can. Unless this is Scarf. If this is Scarf, then... No, it's a Life Orb, so I can Hidden Power Ground here. But it does give his Pinsir more... Shoot. That's bad. That's kind of bad. I lose to Pinsir now, I think. But I'm going to go into Dramps. Dramps can take this hit, but then I do just lose to Pinsir. Can this take a hit? Maybe. Okay, that's fine. No, it's not. I don't have anything for this. No. Well, maybe I can. I don't know. How much do I take from that? Oh, I should be alright, actually. Yeah, no, I can't take another one. It would have to do half damage, and it does too much there, so that's sad. Maybe if he gets min roll. I can just Roost stall him, though. I'll just Roost again. Like, you're just giving me boosts. I can stall you out all day. Not all day, because that did 70%. That did 70. So definitely not all day. Yeah, the next one kills. But if I can go into this here, he might switch out though. Or he might haze. I'm going to switch here now. Because if I can get rid of Tapu Fini, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I still think that Drampa stands a chance. Okay. This comes in. You're going to parting shot into Garchomp, maybe. Okay, it's special and attacking me. I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. I guess air slash here. Right. That's not what I expected at all. This thing, it's not going to be doing too much. I'm probably best sending it in now. No, I'm not. I'm best going into this now. And probably just going for a Dragon Pulse here. Yeah. Just go for a Dragon Pulse, does over half, fantastic. Do another one. Foul Play does nothing because I'm defensive. You'd be better T-bolting probably, or maybe not. Right, like, that's, yeah, that's the play, that's a play, that's a play. Like, Ice Punch is really tempting here, but I think Necrozma's... No, I'm banded. Necrozma will be 2-hit KO'd, even if he's defensive. So that's fine. As he just sacks his Garchomp, that's good. And I can prevent the setup with the Pinsir. Now... Dramps will live one hit, but then it will die to the Psychic. So this came a lot closer than I thought it would. Like, it'll live this, but then it dies to the Psychic, so that's a shame. But yeah, that was a lot closer than I thought it would be, because I just let my thing get way too weakened. Yeah, GG. Could I have played that endgame differently? I don't think I could have done. Or maybe with my Celest... No, getting Zalanish on the Celesteela. Maybe setting up a Calm Mind against the... No, yeah, against... No, he taunted me, so I couldn't have set up. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just played the beginning of that game poorly. We'll get one more. Okay, so... this is a weird one. This looks like a Volt Turn team to the max, and with... probably a lead this dude. So what do? We lead with this thing. Persimmion's in. I do outspeed this, so just gonna go straight for a Volt Switch. I don't think I'd take it out from full. It's got a lot of HP. Base 100 HP, I think, so very bulky. So we'll be able to Volt Switch on this. Do we have a potential for a Drampa sweep? I don't think so. He's got 2 fairy types. So I definitely need to deal with them first. What is my switching on this? Probably Marowak, actually. I know that it doesn't get any dark coverage yet. It does get the rock side, though. I'm going to apologize for that. That's pretty poop for him, because I would have done a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm just going to go in Celesteela, actually. We'll be able to take that. Yeah, with ease. With aplomb. We've changed to Flash Cannon because... because we're struggling with the we're struggling with Tapu Lele, but now we want it for the fighting type, as this guy's probably coming in. Can I 2-hit KO with Flamethrower? I hope I can, because I'm max special attack modest. If not, that would be rubbish. Okay, he's just letting it go down. I shouldn't have done that. That was not a trade that I should have made, but at least I get the +1. And I've shown him that Magnezone isn't necessarily safe. But this going down, I don't care. That's the attitude you should have with Pokemon, guys. It's a game. You shouldn't really care that much. Yeah, I don't know. This, can you kill me? Do you have Focus Blast? Are you special? I'm definitely going to Scout. Because actually, this thing might be able to sweep. We need to break that disguised. No, he's just going high jumping. Whoa. Whoa, calm down over there. So that was interesting. I'm going to go Shadow Bone because it should be able to take this out. And I want to get rid of a Mimikyu disguise if it's there. I knew it! Oh dear. Damn. But the thing is, like, oh, okay, that was cool. That was cool. I haven't seen that before. It's fine. We can go into Squidge here. What I'm going to do is just throw off a Toxic, probably. It's kind of not fine because this is a big problem now. Well. Do I Baton Pass it? Oh no! That was something that happened. Rip, indeed, rip. Mimikyu is the biggest threat to my team. I can go into Cable Guy. That's the best way. Because it prevents this. Unless it's Sash, it prevents this from doing anything. This, I can break the disguise and Volt Switch out. And then Mimikyu can probably deal with anything. We can Volt Switch on this. Hopefully go into Blob. But then I have to predict around. Because if Magnezone comes in then, it's not cool. And this is going to be hard to take down. As he goes for Hidden Power Ground. Interesting. You know what? Actually, I can just go for a sub here. I think I can go for a sub here because if this stays in, Hyper Voice, even though it goes through a sub, is not taking me out anytime soon, as he does go straight into this. And I should be able to get 2 Flamethrowers off on this now, unless it's Scarf. And if it's Scarf, my best play was definitely not subbing because I just lost the health and I would maybe been able to take a Thunderbolt. No, probably not though. I'm not even invested in HP, but I do outspeed and I am able to hit KO. So that's the reason for going for it. And also HP Fire when you could Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt would have been better. So yeah, the substitute was the play there because I did outspeed and can take this thing out with 2 and then I'll get my special attack boost and he won't have too much for this. But he's not letting me do that. Well, that was a bit strange. Do I want to sub or just Flash Cannon? I'm going to substitute. He's got... Yeah, I'm going to substitute because the only thing he can hit me with is Hyper Voice and... Okay, I don't know what's going on right now. 2 Shadow Claws is definitely not killing. And what? Are you Sash? Because if you're Sash, that makes sense. But if not, then that doesn't make sense. Yeah. We'll just go for another Flash Cannon here and maybe take it out as it... No! Okay, that was It's Sash! Oh, why did you do that? Because now I know that you're Sash. I'm going to autotomize. And yeah, this turn I will be faster than you and I can take you out without fearing the Destiny Bond. So that's good. Do I go Flash Cannon or Flamethrower? Like, Flash Cannon's good here. No flame. Well, it doesn't really matter. At this stage, I think that Blob just sweeps. But we haven't had a Drampa sweep yet, and I've had plenty of them when playing with this team, so that's a bit of a shame. Smart move, yeah. Autotomize was smart just to dodge the Destiny Bond, and then... Like, if he wasn't Sash, that Swords Dance play was the biggest bluff in the world, and it would have been amazing if he had just taken me out, but no. I don't know what we're doing here, but you're just stacking mons now. Like, I don't think anything can take a hit though, so it doesn't really matter which order I take things out in. So I'll get another special attack boost. Doesn't look like his Minior is Sash, because if it was, he would have brought it in by now. But Minior's coming in now. Might have even been able to live a +1 hit. I doubt it, but now it has to live a +2 hit, which it's not going to do, unless it's Sash. If it's Sash, that's pretty cool, but it's not. It just dies. I got quite lucky in this one. Did I? GG. I got a little bit lucky, I think. I can't remember. It's already happened. So that was the battle. I'll try for one more. We'll get one more, and hopefully Drampa can show off, but I'm probably just going to lose this one, so... Why? I don't understand. This might not be the last one. Just because, you know, 4. Just 4. Mimikyu leads. Do I want to Thunderbolt? Yeah, probably. Just gonna Thunderbolt. Well, I always do this though, and I let this thing take damage, and then it can't take the water shurikens. But I can live that, unless it's Sash as well. Shadow Sneak's not gonna take me out. It's Life Orb, so I can take this out. No, I can't take this out. What? Oh yeah, I forget. Special defense is not awful, but it's Life Orb, so it dies to this next hit, and I think it's gonna be a Shadow Sneak. So Squidge can take it. Squidge can take it, and it dies. And now he can't get his Battle Bond thing activated. We're going to Toxic this because it's going to try and Leech Seed stuff, or maybe set up Calm Minds. Either way, Toxic is very good on this. And now I'm not going to Baton Pass out because Leech Seed. So maybe just Marowak and do stuff. Yeah, probably Marowak can do stuff. This might have hidden power something, but we'll go for some defense drops maybe. That would help out. Oh, it does have aromatherapy, but it's got no defense at all. Flare Blitz will take it out here. It's going to Draining Kiss, not get... Well, it gets a decent amount of recovery, I guess. Flare Blitz doesn't take it out though because the recovery got that turn. So... yeah, that's interesting. Synthesis... I'm doing more... No, I'm not. Not on lefties and synthesis. We'll just Shadow Bone. Just keep Shadow Bone and get those defense drops. Yeah, this is the best way, because it's letting me get recovery too. So if I can get a defense drop, that would be really nice. It's a 20% chance, so not unlikely. So Beware's coming in now. It gets like Brutal Swing... What's it going to hit me with? I think Buzzwol's fine here. Superpower might not take it out though, even though it's banded just because of that fluffy ability. But this is definitely my best use for my Buzzwole. I'd just go straight for a superpower. I don't have Earthquake because Earthquake's non-contact, so that would hit a bit harder. But he's going into Ashko Ninja here. I don't think he's going for Dark Pulse. He's probably going for Water Move. So I'm going to go into Squidge, probably get the Z Memento off into my Circuitry, and then I can come in and live Water Shurikens. That would be very nice. He might go for an extra sensory though. Apparently a lot of them carry that, do they? I would thought Water Shuriken, Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, and then Scald, Hydro. That's probably what I'd run, but so I've seen extra sensory. There's Hydro, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, so I should be able to live a Dark Pulse, but I might flinch. And nope, that's not cool. Oh, I thought that because it got the Z move off, it didn't work. Yeah, lol, funny. Ha ha ha. It's just hilarious. So funny. Yeah, very funny. Very, very funny. What? That's the weirdest thing. Does he switch out now? Yeah, he does switch out. So Beware comes in, and it's time to go into this, and something will die. So, well, this might not die. This might not die. That would be problems. That would be problems. Yep, that would be problems. This thing is maybe going to be problems too. So hopefully, well, Beware, -1, it will probably take me out with a return, maybe. My defense is so high. That is kind of stupid. And my HP is so high. So maybe it wouldn't take me out. Even at -1. And I don't take it out, which is a bit of a shame. He can't sub though. Silly Beware, you can't sub. So I'm just gonna superpower here. Like, I know that he'll want to go into that and set up, but he'll probably have to synthesis first. And I'll be able to just flash cannon from there, so that's fine. But actually, I need to keep it healthy, so it's better to go into this. Yeah. And now I can go for Shadow Bones because it's doing absolutely no damage. And if this wants to come in, that residual damage it will take means that it will run out of Life Orb hits. So that's great. And it will die to its own Life Orb eventually, even if I can't take it out very easily. So Dark Pulse is probably coming here. Like, actually Buzzwole the best sack because it doesn't do anything. It dies to the priority here. I think Drampa might just die as well. I'm going to go into Drampa here because it's actually set up fodder for that. So I need to be careful. Just going to go for a Flamethrower. That should... Oh, it doesn't kill, and I get the boost, and this should take out the Greninja. Yeah. Oh, nice. Drampa, Drampa, I love you. I love you, Drampa. If it goes through the Draining Kiss, then that's actually a misplay, because this is probably set up for it. Although, actually, I probably could take it out. Come on. No, I don't. It's especially defensive. So... We'll just go Blobs. We can do more damage while it's not done... Where it's not like got so many boosts. I think I will take it out. No, not a +2. If he's just going for another one of them, I will just take it out. Yeah, GG. Okay, actually, that was better than I thought it was going to be, so I'll leave it there. Yeah, that was interesting. Unfortunately, Drampa didn't do as much as I thought it would do, but I like this. Like, this shows what it can do. Like, I had a team that was really weak to Garchomp with this Drampa on it, and my Drampa ended up being the thing that took out the Garchomps, because it would always live a Dragon Claw. It even lived Outrage, and then would KO back with the +1 Dragon Pulse, which is awesome. So I do love Drampa. He lives silly hits, and he does so much damage at +1. So it's really fun. Really, really fun set to use, and I would definitely advise using it. But that's going to be all for today. I've been Fufu, you've been awesome, and hopefully see you next time. Goodbye.